Alright, comic fam, here is going to be our next project. So, Superboy number 20, this from 1952. So, definitely pre-code, golden age. The earliest Superboy I have in my collection. I just picked it up about a week ago from eBay. A little bit worse condition than what I thought, based on the seller's description or lack of description. But yeah, let's take a look at it. So, Superboy number 20, 1952 second Jor-El cover. So the first thing of note, some staining to the cover. We got a lot of little tears, but the worst thing is the spine roll and how the cover is ripped around the staple, and there's a rip right here in the spine. Cover overall I just think looks dirty. There's not a lot of gloss on this cover. It looks like maybe something was spilt on it and wiped up. And the printing is just not great. You can see a lot of this black that from the black plate shown over. It's got several splits up here at the top. There's like little pieces. We'll look at the inside and see that. See these little pieces, some more rips, some of that black plate from the printing. Got a tear here. Looks like we might have most of the paper though. Here we'll need to investigate that. A little fold over here, and then overall just really dirty looking. The interior was not that bad. It's definitely got some boxing, a lot of browning on the inside of the cover. The pages actually feel really good. Like I said, definitely some foxing. I love these golden age of how they, you know, the title and put the little DC logos and stuff along the top edge. And probably a little history. Now, of course, they don't say who the artist, writer, or anything. They just didn't do credits. But during this time in 1952, if I'm not mistaken, Siegel and Schuster probably still worked for DC before the lawsuit and all that. I think it's right up until 1952, so we're probably pretty close to them leaving DC. And Superboy was a character that was created by Siegel and Schuster. They got paid quite a bit of money for this, but they had started their own studio, and so these are probably studio artists that from Siegel and Schuster studio that did this book. Couple things that I noticed when I flipped through this earlier, you know, these staggered types of panels. They also have like this one panel that sticks out that cuts a corner on the other panels, and that's a little bit of a theme that goes through the book. So I wonder if they have had some, you know, again, these staggered panels. So I thought it's kind of weird. Maybe, you know, with it being a studio, you know, one person did some sections, you know, like maybe the backgrounds, and someone did the characters. I'm not sure. And then they just did a paste up of the panels. Not sure, but I thought it's kind of interesting. See, there's that, and really no need for it. Just kind of weird how, you know, just slightly cuts into that other panel. So kind of interesting. Hey, Wild Root Cream Oil Hair Tonic. And, you know, just love these teddy bear mascot book and magazine rest, plastic windshield. So yeah, just kind of funny. Now there is this one issue. Piece torn out from here. So many stories. Fighting a dragon. But yeah, really nice. Like I said, overall, great interior. Alright, so here you can see it's just strips. Now we can, of course, Tengujo that down, but then we have, you know, that missing piece. That's a fold over. That's a missing piece. That was a fold over. I think we have most of this, but then this is missing. Alright, so like I said, this is our next project. We're going to be taking this book apart and dive a little deeper. Stay tuned. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and do a staple remover so we can get our tape. So Superboy, top and bottom. And put that over on the side. Get our handy staple removal tools, courtesy of Rick. I always like to start at the top. Now notice on this, see here on the bottom where the legs don't meet, but here on the top the legs overlap each other. So that can always be an issue. So we're going to try and lift up since the front leg is overlapping to this side. Let's see if we can get that front leg up first. And it's always so difficult, these overlapping staples like this. All right, maybe the bottom one first then. All right, there we go. Boy, that top staple has really long legs. And with that cover tear, I'm going to do it like that. Alright, I'll save that piece. These things happen, especially with this fragile, old of a book. Another 72-year-old book. Having the same issues. So except for that one missing piece, it doesn't look like we've got any other tears or anything to these inner wraps. So That's good. So there's where that piece came off a few minutes ago. Alright, this little piece I think we can flip over. Alright, so we got a piece here, but it's twisted, it looks like. Yep, only lost part of it. As you can see, it's kind of twisted around. Then, like I said, look at this, how this is just frayed. All right, stay tuned as we probably try to wash this cover.